After bombshell news broke over the weekend tying Hillary Clinton to spying on her opponent and blaming Russia.
Russia.
Legacy media tried real hard to ignore the latest Durham report findings. A Washington Examiner reporter tried to question Hillary Clinton.
When are you going to comment on the spying allegations, Hillary? Did you pay for having spied on?
And when MSM finally got around to reporting it, they tried to blow off the findings.
People are desperately trying to connect Hillary Clinton with this lawyer, giving him money, saying, go spy on Donald Trump. That never happened. I should ask you, how many charges? There's one charge. And they're saying he lied to an FBI agent.
But seeing as Russia is always the scapegoat, and Tulsi Gabbard was also accused by Hillary of being a Russian agent, here's what Gabbard had to say.
What's being revealed here, Jesse, is the truth. Hillary Clinton and the power elite in this country manufactured this Russian collusion lie, actively undermining our democracy and stoking the fires, moving us into this new Cold War with Russia.
By Wednesday, Hillary finally breaks her silence, sharing a Vanity Fair article, and you'll never believe it, blaming Trump for the latest Durham revelations, calling them lies. Try as Vanity Fair and others might, a filing from Durham on Thursday argues that his reasons for making public findings asserting that a tech exec with whom Sussman was affiliated was working to dig up dirt on Trump were valid, and that any media misinterpretations do not undermine the facts. Jim Jordan makes this extremely obvious revelation. If they can spy on a sitting United States president, they can spy on anyone.
Well, duh.
Where you been? The ACLU pretends it's breaking news with this tweet. Breaking! Newly declassified documents reveal that the CIA has been secretly conducting massive surveillance programs that capture Americans' private information. And truckers keep on trucking on in Canada despite it looking more like China every day.
There's a level of admiration I actually have for China.
Media gaslights the public into thinking this peaceful protest is dangerous, while Canada's Justice Minister brazenly admits the authoritarian reaction is not about health or liberty, but purely political.
If you are a member of, a pro-Trump movement who's donating hundreds of thousands of dollars and millions of dollars to this kind of thing, then you ought to be worried.
Propaganda pushing through media is a global epidemic. This German TV interviewer is pushing for a sooner jab mandate when this poked-up woman suddenly starts to collapse. But remember, folks, correlation doesn't equal causation. Keep on saying that, no matter how often we make this observation. And CNN might get an award for most times featured in Media Malfeasance. Will BS be the next out at CNN? Radar Online is reporting Brian Stelter might be up next to get the axe after his boss Jeff Zucker and his mistress Allison Gullist have both stepped down in response to their revealed romance. But it seems BS knew all along and failed to report. What else will be unraveled about how Brian Stelter himself broke ethical news standards? And finally, we've seen all kinds of definitions change over the past couple of years. Words like vaccine, immunity, racism. And instead of defending the power and intention of words, the propaganda puppets have followed in lockstep with whatever new meaning the government and its agencies deem a word should now represent. Is transitory up next? 2 weeks to flatten the curve now means 2 or more years, and transitory or temporary inflation now just means rising, here to stay inflation. Here's a Psaki bomb. From May last year.
The impact will be temporary, transitory, however you want to refer to it, but they're looking at it closely, but I don't have any projections on that to make from here today.
And legacy media ran with that, even spinning it as a good thing. But here we are, nearly a year later. Price surges that are running at the fastest pace in 40 years. Bringing you what's ignored, sensationalized, unbalanced, misleading, or just plain false. That's your Media Malfeasance for the third week of February. For KLIM.News, I'm Christy Lee.